Hello Joy Farm, and you're welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the cost of living here in Germany. So you guys know that Germany, unlike other countries in Europe is a bit more expensive than other countries, even though there are other countries that are as expensive as Germany when it comes to certain factors that we are going to be discussing in this particular video. So if you really want to know the cost of living in Germany, do well to grab your popcorn, sit tight, and let's do this together. So, the cost of living in Germany actually depends and it varies from city to city. When it comes to housing, for example, which is the rent, paying of rent in Germany is actually difficult. It's different, let's say, varying from big city to smaller cities or even to smaller towns and villages. For example, like in big cities like Munich or Frankfurt, for example, you are expected to pay around 1,200 euros to 2,000 euros per month for a bedroom apartment. This is like when I compare this to my country, this amount would actually pay for one bedroom for like 1 year, still depending on which area that you are renting. So if you're planning on coming to Germany, this is just like a guide for you. Note that everything I'm going to be saying in this video might not be so accurate. Just like I said, it varies from city to city, and yeah, as the year is going, expect more changes. So at the time of making this video, this is what you should expect. Having said all of this, in the housing in Germany, there's something called Nebenkosten, which is like the care of the environment and other um extra cost, additional cost that comes with it. For some people, you are required to pay 200, 300. It just depends. Some 80. It depends solely on the kind of place and the person who is giving you this apartment. In some places, you are required to pay for the beans and for the lights. Of course, light is different, is not included in the house rent, but there are some people that might even ask that you pay everything together. And also the cost of heating is something that you should consider. So if you're renting an apartment in Germany, normally they will tell you van meter. The van meter means everything is inclusive. This is the total of what you have to pay. But if they tell you this is kalt, then you know that it's exclusive um other things just apart from the house rent. So if you're looking for apartments in Germany, I would suggest that you use apps like Immobile Scout or Immobile, I think it's called 24, something like that. And there's also eBay Kleinanzeiger, and there's also the Facebook Market. You can find apartments there. And then there's this one that I've just forgotten. Another big challenges that people who living in Germany would have is the utilities like electricity, the heating, and the water and everything. This will cost you about 100 to 300 euros per month depending on the size of the apartment. Water and waste disposal as well, often included sometimes in the Nebenkosten. Another thing will be the internet and the phone, which will cost you around 30 euros to 50 euros per month. Also for the basic plans, So and then the importance of comparing energy providers is something you should not ignore. Compare energy providers just so you don't end up working for your bills. I mean working just for bills. Now, the third thing we're going to be talking about in this particular video would be the food and groceries, because honestly speaking, humans can't survive without these things. So for an average or a monthly budget, I would say per person normally in Germany should be budgeting around 150 euros to 300 euros per person, per one person. This is what you should budget. For example, bread will cost you like 1 to 2 euros depending on what type you are buying, and then you have milk for like 1 euros 20 cent, 1 euro 50 cent, 1 euro 60 cent, as the case may be, because since after pandemic, a lot of things have actually the prices have actually increased. So these are things to consider. Things like eggs you can buy for like 200, sorry, you can buy like for like 2 euros to, I think yesterday I bought some like 10 piece for um 1 euro 99 cents. And then you can get chicken depending on what type, from 5 euros, between 5 euros and 8 euros per kg. Okay, so and also make sure you're buying things. When it comes to grocery and food, make sure you check out for shops that actually sell at cheaper rates or maybe discounted prices. Do not miss this offer. Another thing that I will talk about on this video will be the transportation in Germany. This is something that the Germans hold so dearly. They don't joke when it comes to their transportation, because we all know that Germans, they don't have so much natural resources, and this transportation for them is something that they hold so dearly. It's something that raises income for them, so they don't joke when it comes to transportation. So now, monthly or a monthly pass ticket, you would be expected when you're that's when if you're using the public transport, you should be expecting to pay around 70 to 100 euros. It can be cheaper with the German 49 euro ticket, and then intercity ticket you can get for about 20 to 150 euros. The ICE train you can also get for 20 to 150 euros, depending on when you are buying it, where you are going, and what time the journey would be. So all these things are things to consider. So for car owners, if you are in Germany and you have a car like me, like us, so you should be expecting for every month to spend around 100 euros, 70 to 100 euros. Sometimes I even fuel my car for like 50 euros for the month, just because I don't work so far from home. So my workplace is not that far, so I need like 50 euro fuel for the month. But most of the times when I have appointments further away from home, or that further away from home, so I always use more than 50 euros for. So on a budget, you should plan using 70 to 100 euros fuel, depending on where you're going to. Not to forget, if you have a car in Germany, definitely you're going to be needing an insurance. So that is where the cocoa comes. That's where people say owning a car in Germany is like owning a baby. You need to take care of your baby. Note also that if you are living in bigger cities like Munich, Berlin, Frankfurt, Dortmund, and Hamburg, and all of those big cities, you can as well save the cost of transportation when you decide to use bicycles or e-scooters and so on and so forth. So another cost that you will consider if you're coming to Germany would be the health insurance. This is a must have for everyone living in Germany. Whether you're working, you're not working, as long as you live in Germany, this is mandatory for everyone. You need a health insurance. You need either a public health insurance or a private insurance. For a public health insurance, you'll be needing about 110 euros to 350 euros a month based on your income. And then there's a private insurance which typically is higher but depends on coverage and age. So we have the child care and education. This is the sixth things to consider: childcare and education for families. This one actually is for people who have families, is not for anybody single. Now consider the cost of kindergarten, which is about 0 to 500 euros a month, and it varies also depending on the state, depending on your income, because I also have this experience with my kids that when our incomes shifts, we get support from the government. They do pay this and we don't have to pay. And then when we balance again, when we kind of have jobs that are steady and we have enough income, they let us do the. So for schooling, the public schools in Germany are actually free. For international school costs, you will be expecting to pay around 15,000 to 20,000 euros. So if you're a person who likes enjoyment like I do, then get ready because this part is for you. So when it comes to entertainment and leisure, you need to budget well, calculate well, because in this country nothing goes for free. So if you are a person who eats out, get ready that you'll be spending roughly 10 to 20 euros per person. That's in the middle range. And if you are going to the gym, remember you have to have a gym membership, which will cost you from around 20 euros to 50 euros. I remember when I registered with my student card, I also had to pay 20 euros for like every month. But now if I would go to the gym without a student card, then I'll be paying roughly 45 to 50 euros every month. So, and then if you're someone who likes to see the movies, oh god, if you like to go to the cinema to watch movies, be sure to buy tickets, and that will be costing you about 8 to 15 euros per month. So weekend trips sometimes are affordable. Options like Flixbus or maybe the Deutsche Bahn discount cards can also help. And I think some places they do like weekend bonus, weekend offers, to make sure to grab that opportunity when you see one. So another thing we're going to be talking about, if you want to be living in Germany, is to consider the taxes and the social contributions. The income tax, I mean, sorry, would cost you around 14 to 42% of your income. That's depending on how much you earn. So you should be expecting that you're going to pay taxes. So social contribution, things like health insurance, pensions, and whatnot, will be costing you around 20% of your gross income. So do you know also that tax deductions are available for employees and freelancers as well? Having said all of this, I think I've played too much in this video. Now let's go to miscellaneous expenses, things that are just extra things that just take money off your pocket. Now things like your mobile plans. For somebody like me, even though I still have an internet at home, I will still have a plan for my mobile data just in case I go outside. And this for me cost me every month 10 euros, because I am using Aldi Talk. And so, for all our fashion gurus, you guys that like fashion, so be ready that you're going to be spending seasonally. It all depends on your sense of fashion and how much you like to wear and the kind of things you wear. So I can't really, in this aspect, I can really not give you a specific amount to say this is what you have to spend. No, I don't have that, because it depends on what you wear, how you wear it, and how often you change. So another thing I forgot to mention, when it comes to insurance, you also have to pay liability insurance, which is commonly recommended, and this will cost you around 5 to 10 euros per month. So now I'm going to be giving you an extra tip for this video, and this will be tips that can help you save a lot of money, to reduce your costs, or to reduce your expenses here in Germany. And the first tip that I'm going to be giving you would be to use second-hand platforms like eBay, Clan, and Tiger for furniture and household goods. I would recommend as well you use Vinted. Vinted is also good, and I think Shine also has a second-hand store inside it, where you can as well resell things that you've used, which you bought from Shine as well, and other many available platforms that you can research on the internet. These are but for a few. And then another tip that I'm going to give you is to shop at discount stores. Make sure you grab, like I said, grab these opportunities, okay? So, and then last advice would be for you to cook at home rather than going to the restaurant. This will save you lots of money. So I hope you like this video. If you did, why not give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comment section what other things would you like to know about life in Germany and cost of living, or even if it's other areas. I am here for you, and I got you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in another video.